This orange water bottle really brings out the orange. Okay. Whatever the internet gives me is what I have to build. Inspired by Caryn and Connie's Pinterest build, I will be using DuckDuckGo images to build a house. Why DuckDuckGo images? Because that's the browser I use and I don't have Pinterest. Real quick, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and comment any other challenges you would like me to do. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe, especially since I only upload once a month. You don't want to miss out. FOMO is an awful feeling. Now, we are going to begin by looking up the word house. Also, I'm not allowed to go past the first scroll. I don't really mind this. I don't know if I'm going to include this stuff over here, but I will do this. Let's begin. Maybe this is a good size. Why am I on medium wall height? You don't want that. And then there seems to be a foundation made of siding. Okay, I have an idea. I know I was just hating on the medium wall height. Hear me out. We do a platform up front as the porch, and then inside raise the floor up to meet that platform, and then it'll be like normal wall height. I don't know if I actually want to put a room up here. Let me just try. Put a room in a roof. Take your half-gabled roof piece and then use this arrow tool to pull it up until it meets the top. Copy it, flip it around. On this top floor, you use the normal gabled roof piece. Match the pitch. Okay, yeah, this is insanely tall. But that's how you do that. We have the base. Let's get to the fun part. Decorating. I think I'll do this. And then there's like a white trim around the middle. I can do this. I might just have to skip that. Oh, let's look at doors first. Actually, I don't think the door is centered. This is kind of similar. It's kind of crusty. Let me put in some windows. It's annoying me so much that it's not centered. I can't. Okay, not to be creepy. I can see through the window here. There's another window. Using that, I'm going to put another window right across from this one. We'll put 2 in the bedroom. Look at this nice view they have. Right onto this fishing spot. I would not fish here. People probably pee in this canal. Let's be real. Sometimes I love a good crusty window, but this is not one of those times. You know what? Outside, I can kind of ignore it. Inside, we can cover it up with a curtain. I'll just do that. Brick chimney. This is a really tall chimney, actually. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Through the floor and the ceiling, just for realism, because your chimney doesn't have a floor in the middle. And then the top, that would be perfect if it wasn't sticking out so much, which is why I'm going to use Tool Mod to size her down. And then when your Sims use a fireplace, smoke actually comes out. I can't really see the roof on this. I'm gonna go with this. And then the roof trim is really jutting out. And then we need, what are they called? Corbels? These thingies. I can't believe I knew that. You know what else we can put back here? The sprinkler system. This is all just concrete. I think this is most similar. Now I need to find the matching railing. This one. First try. What can I say? Let's do the planting. I don't think I have mulch, but I have pine dust. Pine duff. I can't lie, the planting on this house is not my fave. Just gonna do the normal gnome. This one has a green hat and a yellow shirt, the reverse of this one. But they're standing the same. No, they're not. Put a welcome mat. I think that's the outside done. Let's do the kitchen first. Why do they all look like vaguely the same? It needs to be a kitchen that can fit the space. This is the kitchen we are going with. It's a completely different aesthetic from the outside, but I think I could do it. So the walls, I think I'll start with this and then we'll just kind of feel it out. This feels like a prison. Let's do these cabinets. This is not too far off. Oh, this is like exactly it. I can put in a shelf to act as the shelf that's holding that plant. I'm gonna do this and we'll just pretend like it's basically the same thing. We need a stove top, range hood. Yes, okay. Oh, there's no refrigerator. We're gonna have to take some creative liberties here. This is outside of the picture. Now we'll do some light cluttering. I like that this oh my god, my phone just fell. There also just is not soap in the picture. Why have soap when you can have plants? I do have a cutting board that can lean against the wall. We do need an open counter though. Instead of doing the microwave, I'm gonna put an in-counter oven and I'll kind of like combine the clutter that's on both sides. There's some salt and pepper shakers. How are you supposed to tell what's salt and what's pepper? Oh, well, I guess they're glass. You look with your eyes, mate. Oh, you just kind of use it and cross your fingers. I'm just gonna kind of throw in a kitchen table. Yeah, no, we'll just do an island. Oh, more cutting boards. That's perfect because they have 2 of them in the picture. Now we have 4. I want to put stuff down here. How many slots does this cabinet have? Okay, there we go. Maybe some towels because there's no other hand towels or anything else in here. There's not even soap. Okay, let's do the living room. Oh, and it needs a fireplace. We're only gonna stick to this corner. I'm going to attempt to do something similar. Let's look at fireplaces first. I think I'll try to work with this. I'm just gonna cover this window up with a TV. I like genuinely don't know how to go about this. We can go with this swatch. So let's have like the black and the wood tones. I think the living room is gonna look the least like any of the photos. Just real quick, I'm gonna throw some curtains down. Where are the walls? They're literally just blank white. Now that I think about it, will the platform make anything weird gameplay function wise? Well, I tried my best. This has like a big marble wall behind it. I have this. It actually kind of looks like marble. This looks so bad. It's literally the windows. The windows are ruining everything. What window? There is no window, there is no war. I'm just gonna shove some clutter in there and we'll call it a day. They definitely have like an L couch. I don't have space for that. They don't need pillows. I say that while I actively go looking for the pillows. Give me a second. need to get my story straight. They have some sort of gray square coffee table. I'm gonna put that here, and then whatever is on the thing behind the couch is what I'll put on that coffee table. I'm gonna put a plant on the coffee table. I tried to make it sound like, oh, I was finding a compromise between the two parts. I'm putting a plant on the coffee table. Yeah, so I don't have a plant that looks like that. I do have Callias, the girlies that get it, get it. Okay, I've just gone completely rogue at this point. Let's put a chess table. That's what I always end up putting when I don't know what to put in a space. Okay, here's the living room. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Let's move on to the bathroom. I feel like I could fit this in here. I just finished building the bathroom only to learn that I recorded 0 gameplay. And then I had the genius idea of hitting undo and then hitting redo to give you guys kind of a time lapse of what I did, only to mess that up too, so I ended up having to rebuild the entire bathroom. We're currently watching a time lapse of the second time I built the bathroom. I don't want to think about this anymore. The bathroom's done. Let's move on. Let's find a nice bedroom. This one's kind of fun. It's very different from everything we've just been doing, which makes me want to do it even more. And this time I'm going to make sure to record my gameplay. I'll just get rid of that window. I can't get the trim because we're using platforms, but we can do a nice blue wall. Oh, I love that. The floor is carpet. Easy peasy. I chose well for this last one. This is an option. Let me see what else. You still gotta check, you know, you can't just immediately pick the first one you pull out. But sometimes the first one you pick out is just perfect. Some nice little side tables. I'm recording, right? Maybe that's just like a thing. Every simmer needs to have their bathroom incident while they're building. That sounds not like that. Just like how every streamer needs to dox themselves at one point, every simmer needs to have their bathroom incident. They have nice orange metal lights, which honestly I think are kind of fun. Oh, this is orange. It's not the same vibe at all. Never used this before. I love how easily this is coming together. Oh, this is such a nice change of pace. Oh, she's floating. I think. Ooh, I did it. Let me see if I can get that poof thing. I mean, I have this. I can see if there's anything in debug as well, because I know there's this from Nifty Knitting. I'm gonna go with this one because it has more texture. Let's get those skateboards, because I actually do have skateboards and I never get to use them, and they're one of my favorite items just because I think it's so fun. They have a little painting here. It kind of reminds me of the travel poster painting from Growing Together. How did I know that? Theirs is of Phoenix. Does this give Phoenix, Arizona vibes? If anyone's been to Phoenix, Arizona, let me know. And then I don't have a Stormtrooper mask, but I do have Baby Groot, and they're from the same franchise. Not Baby Groot. Oh my god. Isn't its name like Grogu? I'm looking this up. It is Grogu. I got Groot and Grogu mixed up. They're close enough, okay? I'm sorry. And they're both owned by Disney. As someone who's only seen 1 or 2 Marvel movies and 0 Star Wars, I think I did pretty good, okay? And I caught myself too. A book with a plant on it. I was saving this plant for in here. I don't think it'll shrink down very well. Never mind, it's literally fine. Oh, and it like slotted on perfectly. And then they have a toy car. I actually have these things. I should have been picking pictures like this the whole time. Guys, why didn't you tell me? I know I'm recording this and you aren't seeing this until like a month and a half after I recorded, but why didn't you tell me? And then they have like a map. I have a few options. By a few, I mean 2. I have 2 options. This one, which doesn't quite match the vibe. And then I also have the world's the oyster. I doubt I'm gonna find a picture that says swell on it. I think this will work though. It kind of has that same simple print vibe. And then this side, we can put a dresser and maybe even fit a desk. Size up a bit. You see there's little shadow feet. Shove them in the ground. Could do this kitty desk. The green matches Grogu. It does not at all, actually. We're already having funky fun in this room. Let's just keep going. And listen, if you're like, no, you're ruining the room. It was looking so good and now it's so bad because you put that desk in. Be quiet. I've been through enough today, okay? I've been through enough and this desk makes me happy. Let me live my life. I'm gonna pick a fun chair, too. It looks like a tree stump. I like it. I know they don't have this in the picture, but I think this will go nicely here. So you can wake up and say, hey Google, hey Alexa, hey Siri. Watch this. Aren't you so glad I picked this desk? I couldn't do this with any other desk. Okay, now I'm just decorating. I kind of forgot what the challenge is. I don't know if you heard that. That was my stomach. I'm hungry. That's the bedroom. That's the whole house done, actually. Tour time. For the outside, I really love how I use medium wall height so I could do that siding foundation. The planting is definitely questionable. I was just copying the picture, okay? The kitchen was one of the spaces where I was able to almost recreate the photo. I am so happy with how similar the cabinets are, and I think the island was a very nice touch. I know it's not in the original photo, but I had to take some creative liberties to make sure everything everything functioned. The living room, I did what I could. I think it's so funny that I used the creepy tree wallpaper as marble. This is probably the space I took the most creative liberties with. Let's move on to the bathroom. Now, I did have to flip the bathroom so the Sims could get around. Overall, I think it's fine. I like that I was able to get that kind of half wall step up shower. The shower glass could definitely use some work. I don't care. I built this bathroom twice. I'm not doing it again. Finally, the bedroom. My favorite space because it was the easiest and the most fun to make. I clearly picked a middle schooler's bedroom, but I don't even care because I somehow had almost everything. I love what I did on the other side that wasn't in the photo. I just had a lot of fun in this room. Would an adult stay in this room typically? Maybe not, but I would. Live a little. That's my lesson for today. Live a little.